Hi guys, welcome to today's pick a card reading, and it is a soulmate pick a card. So in this soulmate pick a card today, what I would suggest to you, if you haven't watched my channel before or you haven't listened to this part before, I always suggest choosing more than one group and assigning different questions to different groups. This is how I use pick a cards and it works really well for me. It may work well for you, and this way you get 4 questions answered instead of 1, and you find out 4 things about what's going on instead of 1. Okay, so that's just a little tip for you. So welcome to anyone new. Hi to anyone who is returning. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed today's video, please like it because it really helps the channel, and also please subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified. A couple of you have said I've subscribed but I never get told about your video. You have to hit the bell or else they don't notify you, which I kind of don't know the point of being subscribed if they don't notify you. Maybe someone knows, I don't know. Anyway, guys, if you'd like a private reading with me, check the description box below. There is a link to do that. You can go to my website, spiritual-candy.com. There's a testimonials page on there as well, so you can check out what other people have said about the readings, and you can book on there as well. It's quite good. It's very good value, I think, and I was going to say it's quite quick. Yeah, so you'll get your reading really quite fast. So anyway, guys, you'll find out about it on there. Loads of love to you. Let's get on with today's reading. Let's find out what's going on with your soulmate at the minute. What can we tell you? Okay. Hi, group 1. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. Right, so your soulmate pick a card. We've got the Queen of Wands. This is nice because I think for a lot of you this is you. In fact, I think for most of you this is you. Don't worry if you're male or female. It doesn't matter. This is about stepping into the power. Oh, we've got the Empress as well. The feminine is really on fire at the moment. 5 of Cups, the Empress, Justice. Okay, right. So there's a few different things going on here. There's definitely some need and for balancing out this week with the Justice. This is about doing the right thing, fairness, balance, sticking to the kind of protocol or the rules. It's not a week for trying to fudge it. Do you know what I mean by that? It's not a week or a time for trying to manipulate the situation or bend the rules. Absolutely not this week. With Justice, it's saying if you try to bend the rules or kind of gloss over something, it won't work, or it will very unlikely it won't work. You know, you've got to kind of go through the process in the right way this week. That or around this time. I say this week because this is kind of like a weekly update, but if you've just happened upon this reading, you can apply it to a specific situation in you know, it doesn't have to be a weekly thing, you know, whatever works for you. But you know what they're saying at this time is, with the Justice card, everything's got to be done correctly. You've got to stick to the rules. You've got to stick to what you know is right. It doesn't have to be a set of organised rules. It can be about sticking to what you know is right. However, if there are any rules involved, you know, if there is any sort of like protocol involved in your situation, you do need to stick to it this week, because there's a suggestion if you don't that you'll get caught out or things will not work out well for you, you know. So the karmic wheel is tight as well this week. So if you do something, you'll get found out. If you do something, you'll get, you know, you'll get it sent right back to you, either directly from that person or situation, or someone else will come along and deliver that to you. So be fair, be balanced, do the right thing this week. That's the key message around the soulmate at the minute, is do the right thing. Yeah. What's happening this week in your soulmate relationship? The feminine is very strong. For the majority of you, that's you. Right, they're saying here this week there's a real need for you to rise up, to rise into your power, to be really powerful and strong. I think this is because of this 5 of Cups. Someone's living in the past, but I don't think it's you. I think it's them. The 5 of Cups is all about lamenting the past, feeling really sad, kind of crying. This is a card. This is the crying over spilled milk card. This is the sort of not being able to move forwards even though it's in your best interest to do so. So there's kind of this stuck energy here in the middle, but it's sandwiched between the Queen of Wands, who is the feminine of the Minor Arcana, and the Empress, who is the feminine. So there's all this feminine power. So you have this creative vision, feminines, and if you're not the feminine, then you need to tap into and draw strength from your feminine, because feminines, this is about being really bold around this time, being really on purpose, really focused, believing in yourself, being inspiring, inspiring others, and really going for it, you know. There's a real need to rise up at this time. This will help you and the situation with your soulmate to shift this kind of stuck in the past energy. You know, it could well be that they are very much still stuck in the kind of issue of their old situation. But what I really feel is that this is kind of mirroring back to you that there's something stuck in your past that you need to let go of. Yeah? And I've just had an aha for me on this. So I'm interested to know if it gives you any sort of aha. If so, put it in the comments, please. I would love to hear from you. But you know, what they're saying here is that this feminine rising can let go of this cord, this wound. You know what I mean by like a cord that's still attached to some wound in the past, or some fear, or some sadness, because it's all about this kind of like disappointment and this feeling of being stuck in an old situation. And the feminine power, the creative feminine power, can kind of detach this and bring balance to the situation. That's what they're saying. So what you can do if you're the feminine is to, and the majority of you are, is to really look and be open to what is this old thing that you can't let go of. Deal with that, because that will help your masculine if you know that they are struggling with something. You know, because sometimes it's very tempting to say, well, I'm kind of all right, but I'm waiting for him or her. But that's very rarely the case. I mean, obviously there's some element of divine timing, but the universe is brilliant. So the universe doesn't have you sitting around doing nothing. If your masculine is displaying certain things, certain issues, or you're feminine, and you feel like you're waiting, it's probably because you're missing an opportunity to grow or to heal or to do something. So, you know, be conscious of that this week. But I really think this can bring balance. The feminine is rising powerfully. If you're not the feminine, what I would say is tap into the strengths of your feminine. Yeah? And allow yourself to let go of this past. This is going to bring you the right thing. Excuse that. That's just my computer dinging. Sorry. Just do the right thing. This will bring the right thing to you. If you can be very conscious of your letting go of the past, it will bring you the right thing. Things will resolve as a result. Things will improve as a result. Okay? Right, anyway, so much love to you, number ones. Please subscribe and hit the bell, and I will see you on the next reading or on a private reading, whichever is the sooner. Hi, group 2. Please subscribe and hit that bell. Okay, so your soulmate situation, what's going on? What do you need to know? We've got the Knight of Coins, the Devil, the Eight of Wands, and Judgment. Okay, the thing is, in your situation, you're kind of as a unit. So it might be you that's doing this, it might be them. What's happening in your situation is somebody is very much still caught up in the ego, the devil. Somebody's still very much trapped in a situation, is a slave to a certain physical material situation. So this could be an old relationship, it could literally be the bondage of a relationship, or it can be the bondage of fears, phobias, mindsets, you know, but there's this sense of being stuck in the ego. The Knight of Coins, though, is saying that whoever this is, and it's going to be to different degrees. Some people it's going to be really significant ego, you know, I was going to say stuckage, that's not a word, but you know what I mean. For some of you it's mild, but the point is that progress forward is being inhibited by this devil energy, by this sense of being trapped in something. It's the ball and chain. It can be an old relationship. It can be an ex. It can be the detritus left over from an old relationship. It can be old fears and wounds that have been caused by old relationships. Whatever it is, somebody in the situation is really stuck with this. But the Knight of Coins is saying, actually, your situation, you're halfway there, you're nearly there, you're learning how to get there in regards to letting go of this situation. Okay, so what needs to happen to let go of this fully? Well, first of all, have faith, because what they're saying is it's already in motion, it's already happening. Okay, so the Knight of Coins is saying, you know, everything's kind of moving forwards, because the Knights are definitely about moving forwards. The problem with the Knight of Coins, if there is a problem, is that it is quite slow movement. However, the good thing about the Knight of Coins is it's genuine, it's down to earth, it's kind of a change that once made is unlikely to go back on, you know, so it is steady but decent and probably permanent progress towards it. Okay, the Eight of Wands is saying though that there will be some inspiration during this next week or so to really move forwards. You know, the Eight of Wands is going to come as like a gut instinct or a nudge from within to move forwards, to take the next step. It's next to the Judgment card, so I definitely think there's going to be a bit of an aha or realization, probably in regard to this devil energy. You know, so there's going to be some sort of revelation, some sort of ability to suddenly move forwards. I've got a feeling that it's felt stuck for a very long time. Remember that, you know, often 90% of a manifestation is done before you even see anything. And then when it happens, you look back and think, oh yeah, well, there was that and there was this and there was that, you know, and then you can see the different steps and how they were taking place in hindsight, but at the time you don't see them happening. This is kind of what is going on regarding the Knight of Coins and this kind of stuck situation that you've got going on within your soulmate relationship. But what they're saying is things will suddenly move forwards once this aha breakthrough happens. Okay, so the Eight of Wands is like a sudden movement forwards and really a sense of possibility and overcoming a limiting factor, which is great, but it won't necessarily, will feel kind of stuck until it's not, if that makes sense. So it'll be fairly rapid once it does move. Okay, the Judgment card, like I said, it's all about this kind of aha moment, this realization. There's like, you can finally, things kind of fall into place and you see the truth, or somebody sees the truth. You know, somebody has that realization where it's almost like the meeting point of intellect and intuition. It's where they like cross over, and it's that revelation that can come through those two things converging, really. And you know, the Judgment card gives you the opportunity to see a way to move forwards, to see a way to get to the next level. It's a new opportunity that can actually change everything quite rapidly. So both these cards are saying that whilst it has seemed like slow progress, you are moving towards letting go of this ego, this trapped energy, this fearful energy, whatever it is. And once you do get the kind of realization, whoever it is within the relationship, once you get that revelation or relationship, once you get that revelation, everything will move forwards quite quickly, and you'll almost like catch up with yourself, and it won't feel anymore so much like you've kind of been wasting time, you know. So I think a lot of you feel like it's kind of been stuck for so long, but it will move forwards quite rapidly. Once it goes, it will move, you know. Lots of love, number twos. I will see you on a private reading or on the next reading, which is in a few days. Lots of love to you, and I'll see you soon. Hi, group 3. So, your soulmate, pick a card. So what's happening in your soulmate relationship? We've got the Magician, we've got the Nine of Wands, we've got the Fountain, and we've got the Lovers. Okay, so what's going on here? This looks really great, doesn't it? There's a lot of positivity here. What I would say, though, is the thing that jumps out straight away It's very easy to look at this and think, oh, magician, new beginning, oh, it's positive. The Fountain, you might not know this card. It comes after the World in the Fountain Tarot deck. And it really is a card of beingness, stillness, infinity, eternity. It's a really like balanced, high energy card, okay? So it's very positive. So, and then the Lovers, the Divine Love card. So it's like, oh, there's all this positivity. But you know, I think quite a few of you are scratching your head at that and saying, well, yeah, that's all well and good, Kat, but actually it just feels like nothing's happening and it's hard work. Right, this is exactly what this is saying. Because these are all major arcana. These are things that are slow moving. They're the major themes in your life. There's not a lot of minor arcana here. And the only minor arcana you've got is the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands says you feel like it's a struggle. You feel like it's a strain. You feel like it's been going on forever. You feel kind of battered around by the situation and you feel like, will I ever get there? In fact, some of you are on the border of wanting to give up on your situation because you feel like it's just too tough, it's too difficult. The Nine of Wands are saying in regards to you and moving forwards on your path, do not give up. Do not give up. This is about, you know, knowing that you can manifest the love that you want and the, you know, you can manifest the situation and the resolution that you're looking for, okay? They're saying with the Nine of Wands, you're not that far away. You're not as far away as you think you are, okay? But like I say, although these other three cards are really positive, they're major arcana, so they're not things that you sometimes see a sudden change in, but they're things that tend to move slowly but surely, you know, and they have a major effect on your life, but they take a little time. Oh, sorry. They take a little time to move, you know. So, so the Magician here is the first and the opening card, which is really significant. You could be due a bit of a surprise as well. And even though the Fountain card is nothing to do with surprise, I feel like this goes very well with the Magician because it almost looks like a, you know, like something appears, almost like a magic trick. It's got that like, almost like a firework kind of look to it. Look. So I feel like, and that's how it's looking to me in this reading. So I feel like something could magic up really in your situation. You could have quite a surprise in a positive way of things moving forwards. But what they're saying really is here, use all the tools that you've got. Be open to new beginnings. Be prepared for a fresh start. Things are moving forwards. The Fountain is all about staying calm, living in the moment. And also keeping a sense of equilibrium about you and about your person, you know, and in your situation. The Lovers is, obviously, it's a nod to the divine love that you're moving in the right direction towards that, even though it might feel like you're not. But the other thing with the Lovers to bear in mind is this is about being authentic. This is about being stripped bare. It's not about putting on an act or being playing games. All of this says, you know, you've got to be authentic. You've got to come from the heart and soul and dig deep and keep going and be honest and be real, okay? And that's the key thing. But you're not as far away as you think you are. Lots of love, number threes. I will see you on the next reading in a few days or on a private reading in the meantime. See you soon, guys. Hi, group 4. Okay. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. Okay, so we are looking at your soulmate pick a card. So we've got the Queen of Swords, the King of Coins in reverse. We've got the Six of Cups and we've got the Seven of Coins. Okay, so let's have a look at what's going on here. I mean, it's interesting because taken very literally, we've got a female and a male here, a king and a queen. All right, so we've got the Queen of Swords and the King of Coins in reverse. Okay, so it's interesting here really because it feels to me like this demonstrates a very simple story, if you like. And obviously because it's general, I'm massively oversimplifying what's going on. So it's kind of just a general snapshot idea of what's going on. And you may need to just adjust it slightly for you. But it's like the Queen of Swords is saying that the female or the feminine or the person who identifies most with the feminine in this situation is very clear. Very, very clear. Has a very good idea of what she wants, what she needs, where she's going. I don't get the sort of negative side of the Queen of Swords that sometimes people kind of peddle really hard, which is that she's cold. I don't get that here. I don't feel like the Queen of Swords is cold. I feel like she just is very practical, very logical, and uses her head. You know, she's got her head screwed on well. She can be emotional when she needs to be, but she prefers to be kind of logical as much as she can be. And I feel like what this is saying is the female in this situation, or the most feminine, let's say, is very clear about what she wants. She feels like she got it sorted and she's very focused. And I don't disagree with that. It feels like this is the case. The issue seems to be that the most masculine in the situation, or the masculine in the situation, is a little confused. The King of Coins in reverse can be all of those King of Coins sort of elements kind of blocked, or in some way kind of held up, if you like. And so this can come across as the King of Coins is really down to earth and really like dependable. When it's in the reverse, it can be like awkwardness, stubbornness, an inability to kind of move. It can be kind of like somebody who is overly focused on money, overly focused on security, overly focused on abundance and wealth. You know, it's all of those king qualities, but kind of like King of Coins qualities, sorry, but kind of like in a negative way. But what I really liked about this is that it feels to me like the kind of heaviness. It's like he doesn't want to move. The Queen of Swords, conversely, is very airy. She's clear. She's quick and nimble. She's quick-minded. She's quick thinking. She's got a strong idea of where she's going. Whereas the King of Coins is like slow and stubborn and won't move. Okay? So this is your situation at the minute, it feels like to me. But the thing is that the Six of Cups says if you're waiting for someone to return to you, they will return. They will return. The Six of Cups is very likely. They're saying as well, be playful, focus on the positive, kind of childlike wonder, you know, with the Six of Cups. But, you know, it almost could get a little serious, this, and it could feed into the negativity, you know, because I think that things have kind of maybe got a little stuck with this King of Coins in reverse. The Seven of Coins is saying, you know, you can overcome the obstacles. It's kind of got to a pause point. Don't worry about that. Use the opportunity to think about where you're going, you know, and just be mindful of, am I putting a load of effort into something but not getting anywhere? You know, only put your energy into things where you feel intuitively it's right, or you can see results, you know. So it's take this opportunity to just pause. You know, this situation will resume is what I feel, but take this opportunity to pause and think, where can I put my energy to good use? Where can I be most effective in my own life? How can I move forwards positively in my own situation? But do you know what? The sevens are all about overcoming external obstacles. You can overcome the obstacles. You can move forwards. You will get the chance to move forwards again, but you're just going to have to be a little bit patient and take this time to plan out how can you best achieve what you want to achieve in this situation. Okay? And a lot of this is to do with listening to your child, inner child, and what drives you. Loads of love, number fours. I will see you on the next reading or on a private reading in the meantime. I hope you have an amazing day. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell, and I'll see you soon. Loads of love.